Hey guys, Alex from 7th Hour Films back again with Mr. Robot. Last time on Mr. Robot we had 408 request time out. The fuck happened? Janice died. She's trying to get Darlene to give up Elliot. And then Dom had a plan, hired an Irish gentleman to secure her family, and then Dom took a knife out of her own lungs and then took a gun and then killed Janice and the two other people there, and Darlene ran. Dom is now bleeding but could potentially be alive, though that could be a heroic sacrifice. Elliot, meanwhile, was dealing with the aftermath of learning the truth and dealing with, was it his fault? Did he fight back hard enough? And he discovered he did actually fight back as best he could. And he had a nice heart-to-heart with Mr. Robot. As you can probably tell, I'm very tired. I'm tired. It is, I know, it's the last thing of the day, and I told you I wouldn't do that again, but here we are. It's the last video of the day, and so I'm just naturally tired. So this is the perfect point for Mr. Robot to come in and destroy me again. So if my voice is a little lower and a bit softer, that's why. Nothing else. But that's okay, because we're going to power through this like champs. Or not, or we're just going to get depressed again. So let's find out which of those options it is as we get into this episode of Mr. Robot. Here we go.
I'm a mercenary. I don't play fair. I would rather see you lose than win myself. The days.
I forgot about that conversation.
Get them all in a room together.
They all came back.
Oh.
Everyone's okay again.
Angela, whatever White Rose told you is a lie.
I know it's possible.
Oh, maybe we'll find out today.
Go through the hack anymore.
I don't think we will.
I am not the one Darlene talked to.
Finally! We're gonna get that! I want to meet the third one. I probably don't, but I want to meet the third one.
We have to finish his mission. Once the hack is done, maybe then I can get through to him.
How are you going to do that?
I'm going to show him what he did.
What he did?
Poor boy. We may lose him forever.
Hmm.
God's sake, he hasn't woken up
That's
since.
not true. Darlene. She said they talked 2 months ago. He woke up for her. Which means she might be the one who could help us.
The fuck are you talking about, man?
You had me worried. I told you the Dark Army is looking for you.
The day didn't go exactly as planned. Cut me some slack, okay? Things went a little sideways.
Oh, really? Is that so?
Nuh.
Things went a little sideways for you, huh?
Yeah, things went a little sideways for her, too.
Night I've had?
This isn't a pissing contest, sweetheart.
That's the sign that it's the other one.
I want you to destroy White Rose's machine. Everything you need to know about her project is on here. Promise me.
After tonight, she'll be ruined. Why is this important to you?
Because it was important to Angela.
What the hell does Price know about Angela?
Oh,
What is going on?
she doesn't know.
Maybe she didn't know.
She didn't know until the end.
I miss her.
I miss her, too. And her entrancing eyes.
All you had to do was nothing. Just sit idly by and wait for the new year to arrive, but you couldn't leave well enough alone.
1 week early. It's Christmas.
And these gentlemen will take you home and inject you with mitotoxin. You will die in your sleep. The papers will say you passed from heart failure. Sad, but painless. Or we could go the other way.
Nuh.
You're well aware of our methods.
Wow. That's really strange, just the whole... The better option is a slow, painless death. But either way...
Mr. Wallach is nowhere to be found. We're still searching the tri-state area.
A waste of time. Stop. Tell them all to stop. Is this part of your plan?
I guess he's just dead.
Mr. Wellach's mysterious disappearance? What did you do to him?
Well, truthfully, I have
He
no
does.
idea where Wellick is.
Yeah.
He may be dead.
I don't know, there was a huge glowing light. I'm thinking it really was just
Did
death.
mention something about
等先生来运输。
那我们就拖着，想别的办法。
不行，不能再等了。
He's beaten you.
Oh, damn.
You lost today.
Oh, shit.
Doesn't mean we can't fight back tomorrow, but right now we have to leave and warn the Deus group before this gets worse.
We are not going anywhere.
If you won't listen to reason, then I'm done.
Ooh. Man, I like her too. She's ballsy. Ugh. It's embarrassing, though. What the hell? Was that Trump? I don't need that.
You think I'm gonna trust you?
But let me earn your trust by sharing first. It is about your friend, Angela.
What about her?
What about her?
You think Angela's dead, but she's not.
The machine?
I can take you to her. Would you like that, Elliot? Would you like to see Angela again?
Don't be tempted.
Elliot, are you there?
Ugh! He swapped back!
I know there are things in your life you wish were different, just the same as Angela, and I can show you a way that you can make it all go away. Just as I did for her. You can
Uh-oh.
reset everything and live in the world you deserve. A world without all the pain you carry.
Oh,
Without
no.
your past, without your regrets.
That's the temptation.
Elliot. Let
Turn
go
on the
of
TV.
the anger and the hate.
I don't need help right now. You do.
Good evening, people of Earth.
Oh!
We are F Society. We have risen from the ashes to bring you a Christmas miracle.
She's
a miracle
back!
that will finally reveal our true nemesis. The secret club running the world is the Deus Group. A
Ooh.
clandestine collection to begin to understand their
Ah!
reach. Just come meet them now, in person, while they wine and dine at Cipriani. I am sure they'd appreciate the visit.
Ooh, a location.
This is not a warning. This is the beginning of the end.
Ah!
We are F Society.
Ah! Oh.
That's your big move. You think that I can't survive being doxxed?
I have no idea.
Nuh.
I'm as curious as you.
He's kind of just along for the ride now. Uh-oh, they're starting to leave. Huh. Alright, keep all the cars trapped. Man, have a door next time. Don't keep your friend ramp on the internet. And people start funneling out. People start funneling out, but they don't have cars. Uh-oh. She's getting it. Uh-oh. And this is gonna be down to the wire.
Anxious demeanor is juvenile anger. But it does bring something to the table. Well, for me.
Nuh. The cars are here. 99 of 100.
Mr. Alderson is the only person I believe actually able to hurt you.
Nuh. A rival. A Sherlock to Moriarty. No, come on. Oh, this is gonna take a bit.
You believe it too.
Muh. Yeah.
Why do we have to cut these things so goddamn close?
Muh.
What are you doing?
Peaceful out here. Cold winter air.
A cold Christmas night.
You know, I almost let myself believe you. When you said Angela was still alive. I know what kind of con man you are, how you operate.
Oh, she's alive. That's gonna be a crazy
Even
twist.
though I saw your men.
Ah! That's 100. of 100.
Mr. Alderson, I felt the power of your promise.
Oh, we got it. Ladies and gentlemen,
Well,
we
like
got
I
it.
said, well, maybe that's what my daughter felt. Angela lives on in the lives of the people who love her.
Oh, that's so sappy,
And
but true.
That love fuels their unwavering resolve to turn the tables, to destroy you.
Transfer's complete. Oh, it's a Christmas miracle. We're good.
It's over.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes. I suppose it is.
Oh. Oh. They did it.
It happened.
There's 4 more episodes.
What?
Something wrong, old sport?
Oh. I love how this man can gloat now.
We're all broke.
Nuh.
No. That's impossible.
Isn't it?
Apparently not.
Oh.
Where is it, Philip? Where is my fucking money?
It's in hell.
Gone.
Oh.
I warned you, I told you long ago. I'm a mercenary. I'd rather see you lose than win myself.
Oh.
That can't be.
Finally, I found a way to take what's most important.
I love that he gets to gloat about this.
Your project. Your
Project.
dream
Dream.
of another world.
Oh.
It's as good as dead.
Oh.
Think of it this way, Jane. You didn't lose the game. You just ran out of time.
Ooh. We gotta get the fuck out of here. Oh. Oh. Oh, we weren't expecting that.
And like that, Rome falls.
Oh, shit.
No more deus group. No more top 1% of the top 1%.
No more Philip Price.
No more controlling every piece of our lives.
Wow.
We took them down. All of them.
We did it! Oh, is that just it? Oh my gosh, so much banging. Okay. Well, I'm not depressed. But I'm not incredibly happy. I am very cautious still, because this is episode 9 of 13. We still have 4 more episodes to go, and despite White Rose losing all of her money, I don't think this is it. And I don't think this is it for White Rose. There's gotta be something with that machine. They got to tell us what the machine is. Okay. Okay. I finally learned the name of the not Grant, the other one. I am going to assume it's pronounced Wang Shu. We're going to assume that's how you pronounce that name. Apologies if that's not right, but I'm going to say Wang Shu. Because, I mean, I would say Zhang, but they say more of Zhang. Zhang. You get the idea. Welcome to the classic internet trope of YouTuber doesn't know how to say Japanese or Chinese names. Yes, I know it's Chinese. It's also a trope that YouTubers can't say Japanese names either. I started with Japanese, but yes, I do know that this is Chinese, obviously. So, we're all good. Okay. I'm going to clap again. All right. So, I guess we won. I'm nervous about it, though. I guess we won. I feel like there has to be some truth to the machine, though. There has to be some truth to the machine, because they can't just... I feel like he can't... White Rose can't be that convinced. She can't be that convinced without something, you know? Although, it's entirely possible. Excuse me. It's entirely possible that it's more... In theory, the machine would create this new world. But will that happen in practice? We don't know. And the machine will never be finished, I guess. So, let's go ahead and start on the notes. First up, finally, 7 weeks later, they mention the other one. The other personality. The other personality who has apparently been laid dormant. He's been dormant for years. But he woke up for Darlene. He woke up for Darlene specifically to hear about Vera. I feel like I have to go back and listen to that stuff.
We aren't going anywhere. You know where he is. You need to bring him here.
It's not that simple. We're gonna have to help him through this.
See, they're talking about Elliot.
Tell him now. About everything. Then Elliot will be okay. Right?
It is fascinating because this is all within one mind. The mind of one person.
I'm telling you, he's not ready.
When will he be ready? You've let this go on far too long.
It's a little more complicated than that. I didn't know everything that was happening.
That's a lie. You've been part of these shenanigans from the beginning. You encourage it.
Okay, just stop. Yes, I'll admit it. I did. I never thought he'd take things this far. There's nothing I can do now.
Just talk to him.
We have to finish his mission. Once the hack is done, maybe then I can get through to him.
How are you going to do that?
I'm going to show him what he did.
And if it doesn't work? You can't go on like this. Poor boy. We may lose him forever. For God's sake, he hasn't woken up.
That's not true. Darlene. She said they talked 2 months ago. He woke up for her. Which means she might be the one who could help us.
What if Elliot isn't the real Elliot? The person we've been following this whole time was another one created to help young Elliot. Elliot did something. Something happened to lock away young Elliot. Then, as he's locked away, 2 new people take his place. The one we know as Elliot and Mr. Robot. Those 2 go on for years until now. But why? I mean, that seems like a bit of a stretch. And what could he have done? I mean, he said, I'm going to tell him what he did. So that means this Elliot did something. Something happened. Something happened. And they had to lock away. Maybe not even lock away. Maybe he locked himself away. While Elliot took control and Mr. Robot backed him up. That could be it. That they created this personality. They created a personality to pilot, and Mr. Robot is co-pilot, basically. What could he have done? The first thing on my mind is he killed his father. But I don't think that happened. So I don't think that happened. Though that would be hardcore AF if he did. If Elliot killed his father. You know what I hate about that conversation? It tells us so much so vaguely which story of this entire series, it tells us so much so vaguely that I'm just sitting here like, I don't know. But maybe that's it, that the real Elliot has been dormant. The one we know as Elliot was created to carry on, to carry the body on. And Mr. Robot was there in case things went wrong. I could see that. And if it's the one we know as Elliot, did something, maybe. It's kind of reminding me of... which, we've brought this up before, it's kind of reminding me of Yu-Gi-Oh! A bit, which we kind of mentioned that before with the, two personalities like Yugi and the Pharaoh. But this now reminds me of Merrick, where Merrick gained this darker half that killed his abusive father. So I think that's why my mind is kind of going to that. But here, my theory is, and I'm not 100%, I'm like 5% on the whole, he killed his dad. But it was whatever happened, there was the normal Elliot, and then there was the normal Elliot, then he went dormant. Then they created the one we know as Elliot, which did something horrible. Thus Mr. Robot, which if then Mr. Robot is created, then it can't be killing his dad because his dad would have still been alive. His dad was still alive when Mr. Robot was created. So the boy goes dormant. They create Elliot as we know him is created. He does something horrible. Thus, Mr. Robot is created not only to protect Elliot from outside forces, but to protect Elliot from himself. That's my theory right now, but I don't know how well that's going to work out. You can probably hear it in my voice. My voice is shot to hell. So that's the best I got. That's the best I got. Okay. Now on to the more, I guess, uplifting part of the episode. First up, we met back up with Darlene. I like that as soon as Mr. Robot calls her sweetheart. I was like, it's not that easy, sweetheart. It's like she's immediately like, you're not fucking Elliot. Only Mr. Robot calls me sweetheart. It was just funny. But yeah, so that was good at least. We had Price talking about the machine. I mean, I guess the machine is still a thing. But Elliot and Mr. Robot promised to destroy it. Look over all the information and destroy it. So maybe next episode we'll get that. Maybe. We had the meeting. This interesting... I really love the conversation between Philip Price and White Rose. Like, it's so fascinating, just like this sort of back and forth. And I like, it's like all you had to do was wait until year's end. That's all. And yeah, it's like, today is supposed to be his retirement day. It's literally 1 week early. Just 1 week early. But it's what he wanted. It's what he wanted. But White Rose did catch on that this was a plan between Price and Mr. Alderson. So yeah. So interesting also, the whole thing of basically tell us the plan or have a painful death. Either way, I mean, Philip Bryce was going to die, you know? He was going to die. The best option that White Rose gave him was, well, my men will inject you with something, you'll die in your sleep painlessly. Or we use our torturous methods on you. So that was interesting. And then the other people in the Deus group going to all the people in the Deus group going to a different location was interesting. And they definitely had fucking Trump in there. God damn it. And this is December of 2015, so yeah, he would be president-elect by then. That's fucking sad. Well, at least we're past him, I guess. I just realized that if I just took a sip with this just standing here, someone would probably change that. It would probably not. Nobody cares enough about me to change images, change screenshots from my videos. But just in case, you always want to be on the safe side. Anyway, but that was interesting seeing all the other people there and being like, yes, I had an 11-hour flight. My wife is furious, and my girlfriend won't return my calls. Like, oh gosh. Yeah, and then Mr. Robot figuring out, there wouldn't be that many people, that much protection in there if White Rose wasn't in there too. So that's the thing. Because they needed to get all of them simultaneously, which was interesting. Man, Wang Shu, fucking, I always liked her. Like I liked how she always laid down the law with White Rose. I thought that was always really good. Grant was always, his name was Grant, right? Grant was always the sort of kiss ass, like just sort of going on and on. It was like, oh, and to be fair, like he tried branching out a little bit at the end of season 3, but Wang Shu is immediately like, you fucked up. Mr. Elliot's trying to get to you. Don't fuck up. You fucked up. You fucked up. I'm walking. And she walked, and that was that. She was a real good, no nonsense person. Oh, you know what it is? It's kind of like in Breaking Bad. Slight spoiler alerts for the end of season 4 of Breaking Bad. But we kind of had this thing where with Gus, when he was starting to lose it and starting to make mistakes and stuff, it was mainly because Mike wasn't there, like with Mike taken out of the picture and Gus left to his own devices, like more mistakes kind of keep getting made. It kind of does feel like that with Wang Shu, where she would really hold together. Like you imagine, like, okay, if she was there from the beginning instead of Grant, like if it was her, and then she walks out and it's like, you really should listen to her. Like she's really got it down. So, yeah. But no, she left. She was like, you know what? You keep fucking up, and I'm not going to be there to get hit by the blast of you fucking up. And she left. We had the whole thing with Angela, which was interesting. Offering, I mean, that temptation, I'm glad last episode, when they were like, oh, if we could go back in time and change it all and, so that it wouldn't happen. And Elliot's like, but even still, I wouldn't be me and I wouldn't have you, like it's immediately he's like, no, things needed to play out like that. And that was good because, yeah, in this episode where it's, that's the temptation, that's the temptation White Rose is offering is offering, take away your pain, I can fix your past, I can give you back Angela, and I like even Philip Price is like, for a little bit I believed you, and I wanted to believe you, but it's not true. So yeah, I mean that was a really good temptation, and that was the switchback from Mr. Robot to Elliot, it did get to him. It did sort of get to him, but it didn't work. Then Darlene, brilliant girl she is, puts up a whole thing about F Society, and honestly, yeah, she did dox them. So, okay, I know when it's doxed, it uses two X's. Would the singular present, I guess the present tense of doxed just be DOX, or is it DOXX? I don't know. I do like things to be spelled right in my notes, which does not always go well. I misspelled O'Brien today, so it's I before E. I before E, except after C. Anyway. But she did dox them, and that's the thing, is that the dox wasn't really bad, but it was a good way. I mean, it got information out to the people. It was like, yeah, here are the fuckers. Here are these fuckers. Why don't you go harass them and shit, And people did. People did go do that. They went to catch a glimpse, as the reporter was saying. But that got all of them out of the building, which allowed Darlene to start getting all their phone numbers and get into their accounts and stuff. So yeah, they all funneled out, and it was down to the wire. But Elliot was able to get all the phone numbers from the cell tower, and then the script did find a match and got White Rose's phone number, and that's 100 of 100 Deus accounts. That's incredible. Oh, also, I guess at this point we should just accept that Terrell's dead. I remember one person said that about the end of that episode is that it's kind of like the blue screen of death, the Windows blue screen of death, which maybe, but that was so fucking weird. But since White Rose doesn't know anything about it, I guess we should just assume he's dead. It was a very strange way of doing that, though. So, yeah, I guess he's just dead. Hope he shows up at the last second. I fucking love Terrell, But yeah, got all the accounts, all of their money gone. All of their money completely gone. And I love calling back to that line, Philip Price would rather watch someone lose than him win, He doesn't care. He probably, is like, oh, he's dead. That doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Because White Rose lost. And honestly, seeing that, it was very satisfying. And I love him gloating about it. But then, yeah, White Rose did just fucking kill him. Just 100%. But White Rose still lost. And see, it seems like this could be the end of White Rose, but I think what's going to happen is, as Elliot now starts to learn about whatever the fuck is happening in his head, as he learns more and more about that and the other personality, I think that's going to coincide with a final desperate fight with White Rose. Now, granted, I don't think they're gonna do fisticuffs at the end of this, although that'd be very funny. But yeah, I think it still might come down to the wire. It still might come down to the wire on everything. I don't know if this is the end of White Rose, so we'll have to see. So, I clapped again. We have 4 episodes to go on Mr. Robot. and then we just start a new show. I'm thinking Better Call Saul. What do you think? Not the point, though. We have 4 more episodes. I'm very curious to see where we're going. I get the feeling we're in for another bout of depression with this other personality in Elliot's head, but we'll have to see. And hopefully next week my voice won't be so tired. I'll probably... It was just because I had to film a movie reaction first today that I'm doing this last, so probably next week I'll go back to filming Mr. Robot first. So I'll be all energetic and happy and stuff like that. So yeah. But hey, we got through an episode without depression. That's a good start. That's a good start. And honestly, this was a victory. It's just that I know this show, and I feel like this victory may not last. But we'll have to see. With all that being said, I'm Alex from 7th Hour Films, and I will see you guys next time. Take care. Alright guys, thanks for watching this video. There's a bunch of links on screen if you want to go click around to any of those. There's a playlist for all of my Mr. Robot reactions, as well as another video you can click on if you want. There's also a subscribe button and a Patreon button on screen, as well as other links in the description if you want to go check out any of those. See you guys later.